Everyone, and welcome back to Bronco Wild Outdoors. Today's video is a follow-up to the MIC top repair video that I did when I discovered a way to get rid of the squeaks and pops. So we installed on this bracket right here, actually on this roof panel and the passenger panel, we installed heat shrink on the guide pin on the rear. So there's two guide pins. There's one in the front by the latch and one right over your head. It's my opinion this one's the culprit. Now, just like I said in that video, I haven't been able to test this long enough, so I can't recommend that you do it yourself. This is just a follow-up to a video that we did for us and to let you know how it's holding up. So it's been like 2 weeks now, I guess, or close to that. Don't hold me to the date. But I do know we've put about 650 miles on the Bronco since the video, since we filmed the content for that video. And I just want to do a little drive and let you see or hear, really, if you hear any noise. Now, you know, you always hear road noise, right? It's a off-road vehicle with 35-inch tires and a removable top. Whether you have a soft top or a removable top, there's going to be related noises to that. But the popping noise was at a frequency that I think was starting to work on me, like up here, because I just couldn't deal with it anymore. So anyway, by the way, a follow-up to the walk around to the video that we did, we took delivery. I'm in a 22 Badlands MIC Lux 2.7 Sasquatch no-tow MIC, as you know that. And we love it. So it's slightly different than the 21. I know that sounds funny. And we haven't been able to do the side-by-side comparison, but when we do it, I think you'll see a few things in there. Overall, obviously the same vehicle, but we actually like this Bronco a lot. So let's go ahead and go for a ride. And the only thing about the Bronco that I wish was different, or if I could change without doing forescan and all this other stuff that you have to do, I wish I could get rid of the auto start stop. I know you can hit the button, that's what I just did, but you know, sometimes it's like I don't have a pre-flight checklist, so sometimes I get in here and I sorry, gotta watch where I'm going, and I just forget to hit it, and you still get that sinking feeling when you pull up to a light and the engine cuts off. You know, it's always been my history. It doesn't work out too well for you in an older vehicle when that happens. But, you know, they do it to try to conserve fuel. All right, so if this camera shows a little bit of bouncing around, I'm sorry I don't have one of those awesome dash mounts yet. I'm working on that. We have sort of a windshield mount that bounces around. So, if you hear some noise, and it's going to be hard to tell, but there's a high-pitched click, it's the GoPro mount over here. But as we're driving, you know, if you have an MIC top and it made noise, you know what the noise is. Let's listen. And by the way, for reference, it's 43 degrees, partly cloudy, with a slight northeast breeze. The only thing that matters in that's the temperature, by the way. So all of the bumps that I'm hitting now would be enough to hear that. You would hear that click, clack, clank noise, and I don't hear it. Now, this is something that when I take the top off, the panels off a few times, and put it back, if it starts making noise, I guess it's like this. Until there's a permanent fix, and when and if there's a permanent fix for it, I'll just keep using the heat shrink. If it wears out, tears up, rubs a hole in it, and starts making a noise again, I'll simply just redo it. It's a 5-minute deal. Once you've done it once, it's literally a 5-minute deal. And I will post in the description below the size heat shrink tubing that I used just for reference for this video. I'm happy with it. Like I said, I don't hear anything. So I hope you're all enjoying your Broncos, by the way. While we're driving, I'm going to fill the little bit of video with talking, sorry. I know some people are probably, be quiet, I want to hear the top. Okay, so I'm going from Chesapeake to Portsmouth, so the roads are going to get a little bit bumpier. Watch this. I mean, literally at the city line, it changes. So the road's cracked up right here and potholes, but you would have heard that clicking noise or that clanking noise. You would have heard it just over and over and over again. There's a Starbucks right here. It's hard for me to drive by and not stop. I'm a Venti Pike Place fan. Somebody was driving by pointing. You know, if you have a Bronco, you're going to notice that really doesn't get old. I'm not someone that just needs the attention, but I'll tell you, when you're driving a vehicle like this and you just notice people of all, you know, you think of all vehicle backgrounds. You see somebody driving a big truck or a little car or an older car or, you know, a high-end exotic. It doesn't matter. Everyone, regardless of who they are, they look at this Bronco and they just, geez. It's cool because of this design. You know, it's that retro, remade, original, that retro look. And a lot of companies can really screw up the heritage of a vehicle. And I think Ford was spot on with this one for sure. But, you know, the thing literally about the Bronco that I would change is the auto start stop. I would make it so you could simply do one simple function to permanently disable it. And I know someone's going to comment, you can, you know, take the dash out and do something. You can use this other deal that remembers the last setting. I forget what that is. That's a pretty cool device. And also, you can forescan it, I guess, or whatever. I'm not into that. Or you can just hit the button. I'm in the mood for some Panera soup, so I'm going to head on over that way and get it. And I figured I have a lot of bumpy roads to drive on. So if you've gotten your Bronco, I'd love to know in the comments, what are some of the things that you like the most about it? What are some of the things that you wish were different? If you have not received your Bronco, I know it has to be just frustrating. I get it. And I'm sorry you're having to wait so long. I wish there was something I could do about it, but there's obviously not. You know, it's a part of the trim you've ordered, the options, how you built it. Also, dealer allocations is a huge thing when it comes to where you are in getting your Bronco. But if you haven't, the one thing I can tell you is it's worth the wait. I know it's frustrating. I was getting frustrated before we got our first one, and the second one was a total surprise. But and I have an announcement on my Bronco Raptor story. That's going to be in a separate video, so watch out for it. But the Bronco's worth the wait. I mean, it's a fun vehicle to drive. Just like it. And I can't wait to hit the trails with it. Watch what passes me in this mirror, in the side glass here. Watch this. What's up, man? Your G63. He was looking. You like this eruption green Bronco? That's all right. He's got him a nice ride as well. It's not my vehicle that I would buy, but it's nice luxury. We like our Range Rover Sport, supercharged V8, so it's a little peppy. It's actually a lot of pep to it. So you're hearing the bumps and you're hearing sort of the normal vehicle sounds that you hear, but you're not hearing the click and the clank. That is the biggest thing. You know, and I mean, I've hit some pretty rough bumps around here. If you know southeastern Virginia, you'll know our roads are off-road territory in some spots. but nothing. I mean, pretty big bumps where there's a lot of that. And by the way, the iPhone has a great, which I'm shooting this with. You're a GoPro, and you're an iPhone. Let me see if I can fix that in edit. Clicks and clacks when I hit the bumps. We've hit plenty of bumps, but no clanking and clacking. And by the way, who likes the chocolate chip cookies from, they call them the chocolate chippers or whatever from Panera Bread? Comment below. But, you know, I'm cutting back on processed sugar as much as I can. So there will be no cookies in my future. Basically, I should have checked the mileage on it, but roughly 2.5 miles over some, you know, in this area, bumpy roads. Obviously, I haven't been off-road. If you go off-road and you really get this vehicle flexing and bouncing around, you know, could it wear that heat shrink? I guess theoretically it could. I'm gonna keep doing the videos to for at least for a little while to let you know if the top's making noise or if there's any other parts of the Bronco making noise that we can try to address. But I know as of right now, in roughly 600 miles in about 2 weeks, you know, from one temperature extreme to another. So if it's in the garage, you go outside and back. Right now, the temperature warmed up to where I'm at now, 46 degrees. Where I left 2.5 miles ago is 43 degrees. Now, is that not reading properly? No, there's a lot more asphalt and concrete over here, this part of town. Believe it or not, it's always about 1.5 degrees, 2 degrees higher than where I live. So 3 degrees temperature swing between there and here on a partly cloudy day, a mostly cloudy day is not uncommon. So that is, and it's, by the way, it's a balmy 72 degrees in the Bronco. I did have to turn off the rotisserie, or better known as the seat heaters. They will cook. Like, you could probably cook a roast on these seats if you left it on long enough. So that is not an issue. But the great thing here is for $5 and roughly about 10 minutes of my time, I got rid of the clacking and the clanking in the top. And there again, that's what we did, just showing you what Gavin and I came up with here at Bronco Wild Outdoors. And I hope you liked the video. If you haven't already, please like it. Believe it or not, when you like our videos, and especially if you subscribe, like, I really want to earn your subscription. And I know it's just not something that a lot of people subscribe to channels, but I hope we're adding content that really helps you. At least it's interesting. And so if you subscribe to our channel, I'd be forever grateful. When you do that and you hit that bell icon and you click on all notifications, YouTube spreads this video around. They let other people see it. It's just the way the algorithm works. So we always ask, and normally in the beginning, middle, and end, but, you know, I like talking about the video. But in the end, I am asking, would you please hit that like button, subscribe to our channel? I would greatly appreciate it. And in the comments below, you'll see our swag store website if you're interested in anything there. And you'll also see the size heat shrink that we used for this temporary fix, and who knows, maybe permanent fix. And I look forward to the next video. All right, see ya.